Hello everyone, today we have the top 80s albums, basically the top 32 from album of the year, and we're just going to do this bracket, and it's not going to be exactly like the top 32 on album of the year, it's just going to be the ones that I've listened to. So I've listened to, it looks like 31 out of the top 100 in the 80s, and Graceland is at the very bottom here at number 107, so it seems that that's where we're at here. But yeah, I'm just going to go through all the ones that I've listened to basically in this top 107, I suppose. Um, and yeah, we could just get to it right here. I will say, I think the 80s are a pretty good decade, but I haven't listened to them nearly as much as the 70s or 90s, which is why, 107 is where my 32nd album is basically. Like in the 70s, it was like 56. In the 90s, I already have it written down here. Let's see what that is. It is 38. So, yeah, I've listened to a lot of 90s music, clearly. Um, but yeah, let's just get to this bracket here. So we got Purple Rain versus Disintegration, and this is 1 and 2 respectively here. And I will say, I think Purple Rain is significantly better. I think Disintegration is one of the more unique albums I've ever heard. It's really cool, but Purple Rain is unique and cool, and it also just has amazing songs. I can't remember anything off of Disintegration, which is partially a skill issue, but I also just don't. I don't really like it that much. I mean, I think it's okay, um, but yeah, let's just go Purple Rain. We got Thriller versus Remain in Lights. Thriller being one of the most commercially successful pop albums of all time. Remain in Light being one of the most innovative. And I mean, I'm going to go Remain in Light here. I really like Thriller a lot. I do actually like it more than Off the Wall. I know everyone says Off the Wall is better, but I don't know. Um, well, at least the people I watch. But Remain in Light, I think, is just such a fantastic album, very groundbreaking, very interesting. It's just very unique. So, going with that one. Um, we got Hounds of Love versus Master Puppets. Basically, the Stranger Things picks here. And I'm going Master Puppets. I really like Hounds of Love, but if I'm being honest, I don't think it's a super consistent listen. I mean, I really like the first three songs a lot. I think it's the Big Sky. There's like Make a Deal with God, that song, and then there's another one too that's really good. But I don't know. Those are my three favorites, and I don't think anything else is quite there really. So yeah, I think I gotta go with Master Puppets here. Really like the whole album as a consistent listen. Actually, all the Metallica stuff, like Metallica's first four albums are so fantastic. I mean, I don't think Kill 'Em All is on this list, but it probably should be. Um, anyway, Ride the Lightning versus Diamond Life. This one's a hard one because I really like Diamond Life. It's probably my favorite Sade that I've heard, but Ride the Lightning is just too fantastic to ignore. I mean, there's just so many good songs like Fade to Black, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Um, there's another song on there I really like, but I don't know. All of it's pretty great. So let's just go with that. The Dreaming versus The Queen is Dead. Now I thought about this and I still can't decide because Sat in Your Lap and Get Out of My House are my favorite Kate Bush songs, probably. Uh, but I really like stuff like Big Mouth Strikes Again off this album. So it's kind of a question of like which I like more consistently, and I'd probably say The Queen is Dead, but I don't know because I really like The Dreaming. I feel like I'm gonna go The Dreaming just off of vibes. I just want to, so we'll go with it. Sign of the Times or Speaking in Tongues. I don't think Speaking in Tongues is like the strongest album to be honest, and I think Sign of the Times is incredible. I think it's really really good. So I gotta go Sign of the Times. Also, my most listened song of the year so far is You Got the Look. I just listened to it like I think like 30 or so times on New Year's Day for some reason. So yeah. But anyway, Takes a Nation of Millions or Closer. Yeah, this is hard as well. These are both great albums, and I think Takes a Nation of Millions is very groundbreaking. It's one of the first like I think like more mainstream hip hop albums to come out. I'm pretty sure, and it's really cool. But I'm gonna give the slight edge to Closer here. I really like Closer just in its entirety, and while I like It Takes a Nation of Millions mostly in entirety as well, I think it's very repetitive to a point where I don't usually want to listen to it just because it's so repetitive. Um, I wouldn't say I don't really want to listen to it. It's a great album, so I'm almost accidentally clicked it actually, but yeah. All right, the Stone Roses or the Sensual World. I don't love either of these albums, and I don't know what to choose, so I think I'm gonna go with the Sensual World. I guess I don't know. All right, and now we got to complete this side before going on to the next side here. Okay, so we got Purple Rain versus Remain in Light. And to be honest, I think I would have picked Remain in Light like a few weeks ago, but I re-listened to Purple Rain recently, and I just, oh man, it's just so good. So I think I'm, like right now I'm feeling Purple Rain. So let's just go with that. Master Puppets versus Ride the Lightning. Yeah, guys, this is a debate I've never been able to settle. I really cannot pick between these two. I think I'm gonna go Master Puppets. Honestly, for like specific songs, I might like Ride the Lightning slightly more, but I think as a whole listen, I think I like Master Puppets a little more. The Dreaming versus Sign of the Times. I gotta go Sign of the Times. I think it's pretty awesome. Just the kind of variety and I don't know the catchiness of the songs. Well, you got the look maybe. Well, and Starfish and Coffee. I think is that what it's called. That's a really good song too. I don't know, a lot of good songs on this one, so we'll go with that. Closer or The Central World. I'm definitely going Closer here. Really love that album. All right, Purple Rain versus Master Puppets, and I am gonna go Purple Rain. I think, like, I really love metal, but for me, metal is not usually that memorable. Like, I don't know, like when I listen to a metal album, I kind of just it just kind of blends together for me. I don't know if other people have that. I still love metal. I absolutely love it. I mean, it's fun, it's energetic, it's just like, you got the double bass drums and stuff. It's fantastic, but Purple Rain just has all these like memorable hits and it's kind of like cohesive throughout the album and it's just so good. So I'm gonna go Purple Rain. Closer or Sign of the Times. Oh, I've never thought about this. This is ridiculously hard. Wow. I might go Sign of the Times. I think we're gonna have two Prince albums facing off. I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, let's go Sign of the Times. I don't really know why, but yeah, let's go with that. And I have thought about this. I think Purple Rain is a little bit better. Sign of the Times is like the downside is that it's really long, and not everything is like peak material. The truth is with Purple Rain is like almost every song is like really good. I mean, When Doves Cry, Let's Go Crazy. Is it Baby You're a Star or something? That's a great song. Computer Blue is a great song. I'm probably forgetting like so many things, but yeah, I mean the closer is great as well. So I feel like you just have to give it to Purple Rain here, unfortunately. Sign of Times is great though, for sure. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. I did make a mistake, and I really didn't want to change it because I just had to compile it and stuff. I probably could have figured it out, but I actually did not listen to Spirit of Eden. I will listen to it like very, very soon now because I accidentally put it on here. I actually mistaked it for that other one. I think Laughing Stock is what it's called. I will say I didn't really care for that album much at all. So I'm going to assume that I probably don't like this band. And I'm probably going to pick Power Slave. But I will let you know if that changes in editing or in the description. So yeah, I apologize for that one. Okay. I mean, I definitely will hear it soon, so should be okay, hopefully. Okay, we got Rain Dogs or 1999. And I don't know what I think about this either, because Rain Dogs, there are some songs that I don't really care for, in fact, quite a bit, but then there are songs like Rain Dogs, Singapore, and Clap Hands, stuff like that that are great. They're great songs. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to go 1999 just because I think I enjoy it more as an overall listen. All right, we got Daydream Nation, my 88 winner, basically. Probably is Surfer Rosa now, honestly, but anyway. Versus Moving Pictures by Rush. And I don't want to give too much away here because I'm doing a Rush discography soon, or like deep dive or whatever it's called, where I'm just going to listen to all their albums and rank them. Going to be doing that fairly soon. So I don't want to give too much away, but I mean, let's just say this: it'll end up fairly high. I mean, I think that's a given, though. It's Moving Pictures. I mean, I've never seen this album in anyone's like bottom half or anything. It'd be crazy to do that. So we're gonna go Moving Pictures just to, yeah, I might make it fairly far. I do really love Moving Pictures for sure, but I love Rush. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. So, all right, we got Doolittle versus Number of the Beast. I'm not a huge Iron Maiden fan, actually, but I think Number of the Beast is pretty fantastic. I mean, it's just really good. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's not my favorite metal album or anything, but Yeah, I really like it. Doolittle, however, is one of my favorite albums ever. So, I mean, I gotta go Doolittle here, um, pretty clearly. All right, we got Never Forever versus Rain and Blood. Really love Never Forever. It's one of my favorite Kate Bush albums, but Rain and Blood is one of my favorite metal albums, probably. So we're going with that. I was a little surprised when I heard it too. I was just like, dang, how did I not know about this band? Like, this band absolutely rocks. Speaking of rocks, we got Leprosy by Death versus Paul's Boutique. Um, hmm. Yeah, all of Death's albums are great. I've actually listened to all of them. I think they're all really amazing. But Paul's Boutique is a personal favorite of mine. I really love that album. 1989 must be like, I feel like that's like the best year of the 80s, honestly. I gotta say. I mean, you have Paul's Boutique, you have Junta by Fish, you have Doolittle, and you probably have a ton of other great albums that I'm totally forgetting. Oh, Pretty Hate Machine, you got that. Um, yeah, I'm gonna blank on others. I guess you got Bleach by Nirvana. That's a pretty good album. Yeah, I'm probably forgetting like, tons of things, but just such a great year. 1989 is. So anyway, And Justice for All versus Zen Arcade. I love Zen Arcade, but And Justice for All is probably my favorite Metallica album. I think. I really like that there's a ton of high end. I feel like you hear those like kind of like shrieking guitars, and I think that's so cool. And I like the progginess of it as well. Very, very slight edge over the others though. Like it's extremely small. I pretty much like all four of their first albums equally, pretty much. So really hard to say which one I like the most. But all right, then we got You're Living All Over Me versus Graceland. I listened to Graceland and I didn't think it was all that, honestly. Like it gets so much praise. Well, I guess it's 107 for the 80s, on this list. So maybe it doesn't actually get as praised as much as I think it does. But I mean, I think it's good. I just don't really think it's like an all-time album for me personally. You're Living All Over Me, though, it rocks. It's awesome. And definitely going to pick that. Okay, we got Power Slave versus 1999. It's easily 1999. Not a huge fan of Power Slave, actually. I didn't mention that, but I didn't really get it. Oh, Moving Pictures versus Doolittle, that's rough. But at the same time, it's not really that close for me, honestly. It's Doolittle. It's definitely Doolittle. Yeah. I mean, Doolittle has like four of my favorite songs of all time in it. Like Debaser, Here Comes Your Man, Mr. Greaves, probably. I Bleed, um, Monkey Goes to Heaven. That's five. I mean, yeah, so many great songs. Number 13 is a great song too. And Gouge Away. Yeah, you could probably name the entire track list, honestly. Um, okay, Paul's Boutique versus Rain and Blood. I think I gotta go Paul's Boutique here. I really love Rain and Blood, but I think I gotta go Paul's Boutique. I mean, yeah, it's a bit more memorable too. I think like Rain and Blood, you have Raining Blood. That's a great song. You have the title track, Angel of Death. Like those are great. Everything between, like I can't say I remember all that much. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a skill issue though. And Justice for All versus You're Living All Over Me. I love both of these albums. They're great. I gotta give it to Metallica, just barely. All right, Doolittle versus Prince. It's not even close. These two. Oh man, you see this would be like a really high 8 for me. This would be like a low 9. So it's very close. I think I'd go Paul's Boutique, but yeah, it's hard to say. And then I'm going Doolittle. We got the 1989 albums versus the Prince albums. What is gonna win? It's going to be Doolittle, guys. I mean, it has to be. I mean, it is probably like my fourth favorite album of all time or something. I don't know exactly where to place it, but I absolutely adore this album. I mean, as I said, so many standout tracks. I love how it kind of has this like pretty like pop rocky vibe with sort of like grungy-ish guitars, and then Frank Black just comes in with like the craziest vocals you've ever heard. You got Kim Deal's like really fun bass lines and stuff like that. It is just the perfect band. I mean, like I would say Pixies are in my top 5 bands of all time, but I just think they're such a great band and they work off each other really well and they just make these like weird stuff. Joey Santiago as well, really underrated guitarist. I mean, he just provides so much like texture and like yeah, just so much texture to the songs that they make. I just think it's just perfect. And Doolittle is their best album, I think. So yeah, we're going Doolittle. And that is the bracket, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Uh, Probably some stuff to disagree with, like disintegration. I'm sure a lot of people would take issue with, and probably a few others here. Maybe speaking in tongues, not getting very far, or it takes a nation of millions. But yeah, most of these albums are great. I mean, I I really do like most of these albums, and 80s is a good decade. So yeah, but if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. And soon we'll be doing the 90s bracket, my favorite decade. Um, but yeah, thank you so much, and peace.